Brought out a gun I just finished doing over, and you're probably thinking, well, it doesn't look so great. My intent was to kind of give it a bit of an antique look. It's an old Safari Arms 1858 Remington. This has actually got Toronto, Ontario stamped in the top of the barrel, which is kind of different. And it's made, this gun's actually made by Pieta. You see their mark on it. So it's a really old, probably somewhere in the 1970s or earlier. It's got a pretty low number on it. It's a cylinder. It's been kicking around my bench for a couple of years. One of those projects I started and never finished. So last week I stripped the old bluing off the cylinder, and I just used cold bluing. I liked the way it was turning out. It just gave it that old worn, torn look. The way it was originally, the casting was really, really rough. It's like they just knocked it out of the casting and gave it a quick lick and called it a day. The bluing on the barrel and the hammer and the trigger, of course, still has that nice Remington trigger. Didn't match the frame. The frame was it almost looked like some kind of paint. So anyway, I stripped her down, got her all looking the same anyway. The grips, I made the wood was overlapping, so I brought them down and oiled them up. Of course, they're oil grips. They're not varnished or anything, so I just put the ballistol to them. It seems to work really well. Sucked it up like crazy. So I got her loaded already. There's no caps on her, so no way in hell she's going to let loose. So cap her up and get some smoke and flames happening to this old girl. Just to go with the gun, I guess I got these old the Connecticut Valley Arms caps that I picked up, and I got a sneaky suspicion they've been around since Christ was a little fellow, and they're a little different looking than the CCIs. One thing I do notice about these, they're corrosive little buggers. Alright, let's get the old girl barking. This will be the first time I fired this gun in about 3 years or more. Yep, and I'm using real black powder. It's getting stiff on me. One drop of ballistol in there. Away she goes again. Okay, I got 2 cylinders. I ran out of black powder, so I got 2 cylinders with black GoX and Pyrex in the last 4. So curious to see if there's any difference in the sound, which I won't be able to tell until I do the video, but see what happens. So these first 2 are black powder. So I got the gun and the screen there. There we go. Smells a little different. It's the first time I used Pyrex in a long time. One thing this Remington does, as you can see, it little finger seems to bite in pretty good on the trigger guard right there. Strange color. Those I think they're made in Italy. Those percussion caps leave on the cylinder. It's almost like a zinc green chromate you see in aircraft. There's a little delay in a lot of the firing, almost like there's an air gap, but there isn't, because I'm pushing them in good. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just trying to use up those kind of crappy percussion caps. I put 3 CCIs on there, see if there's any difference. I got a feeling there will be. Okay. This will be the crappy caps. See, there's a slight delay there before she lets go. You can hear that little snap. So let's try the CCIs here. Big, big difference. Yeah, I could taste that. Yeah, there's a big difference there. Probably notice it even more in the video. That's it. Actually, those ones work pretty good. I used my little push stick thingy there to seat them. Helps quite a bit. That's it, they're gone. I've been carrying these damn things around for years. I get kind of sick of looking at the ugly package, so they're gone, man. .44 gun smoke. I like seeing all this bare ground. Well, I was not really trying hard to get them on the two. Yeah, not too bad. See, I'm flinching a bit low because this gun's pretty damn close. Yeah. You can see the 30 cals from whoever left the target here, because this was left behind, so I decided to shoot at it. Caliber difference was enough to know where my 44s I should say, were hitting over the 30s. Holy shit, that's a big hole. Lots of bullets buried in this dirt. I got a pocket full of lead. Yeah. Bullets everywhere. I pick them up and I throw them in the pot and I recast them. Make more bullets. Recycle the lead, baby. Well, just a gorgeous day. A little cold, it's probably only around 8 degrees Celsius. But a little bit of a breeze, not too bad. It's just a beautiful day. Just did 5 night shifts, so decided to come out here and blast the shit out of some paper.